Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chris, and welcome to my channel, the New World Defenders. I just got finished watching a video my wife was showing me about. Great video until the end, where they started showing some cruelty to animals, and how since people can't realize the truth or don't want to realize the truth, and they're absorbed with all this anger. I found one of the reasons why people are resistant to change, that they get so emotionally attached why they do it, because they just can't handle the truth and they refuse to do it, so they internally keep it so they don't have to take responsibility for their lives, and they tend to take it out on other people, and then they get to the cruelty to animals because of the fact that they're defenseless, and it's an easy way to get out your aggression. And there was a scene, I'm not going to show anything like this because I think it's just utterly disgusting. There's a scene where there's some video of somebody taking this crate full of cats, just dumping it off a ship, crashing it to the ground, and then another cage of dogs, and they just take this rope, put it around its neck, and lift it up in the air. And to hear the yelp that came from this animal, just destroyed me. And I just can't get the image out of my head. But it made me understand why most people don't want to be awoken. And it's funny, I just don't know why it's affecting me so much. Just to hear that cry and seeing what they did just angered me, and I just shut off the video and all the good things. It was like an hour and a half long video, and it's a great video until the end, and I just shut it off. It angered me. I just don't. You know what? Anybody that injures an animal in any way, in an abusive way, is nothing more than a fucking coward. And I don't want to curse on this site, but when it comes to that, I would rather somebody do something to me before I let them hurt an animal. And it's funny. Made me realize throughout my life as a kid, I never hurt an animal, never did anything, but when you're a kid, or you have pets like goldfish and things like that, you just don't take care of them the way you should, and they die because of your inability to care about them. And it made me really think about it. What if I was in some tank and my life was dependent on somebody else and they just didn't give a crap? So I apologize for this, but it's just like I said, I needed to get this out of my system, because I cursed God for this one. I'm like, you know what? Injure me. But to let that happen to a bunch of helpless animals that can't protect themselves, I think is just a despicable, disgusting act. And if anybody out there does that kind of stuff, you are nothing more than a coward. And I hope you get what you deserve. And I don't wish anything on bad people, but I mean, if you can do stuff like that, it's just disgusting. But it made me realize why there are some people who, we try and tell the truth. We try and enlighten people and awaken people. And I just realized there are some people who just refuse to handle it, who don't want to handle it, when all we're trying to do is give them information that could potentially help them. And they get angry and abusive, and they lash out. I mean, I should consider myself lucky. The people on YouTube that don't like me and don't believe in my word, the worst they do to me is say some childish remarks, or they make a video of me making fun of me. I guess I get off pretty easy. I don't have somebody cowardly throwing me in a cage and lifting me up by the throat. God knows what happened after that. I just couldn't watch it. But I'm going to keep doing this fight, Because I have to believe there are good people out there. And I don't care what anybody says about this video. You want to call me weak? The worst you can do is type it on a computer. Because I would love to see those cowards look me in the eyes and stand right in front of me and call me a coward. Or call me weak. See these? That's real, because I give a shit. I care about things, and I just could never understand how anybody could lash out. So, you know, my intentions of coming here, I was awoken, I could literally say about mid-March, early April of this year. Before that, I was just another one of the useless masses going around and buying things and getting angry at stupid shit. And when I got information about late February, just general stuff, didn't bother me one bit. I accepted it. I looked at it as somebody cared enough to look out for me and warn me. And no matter how crazy it was, I at least gave the benefit of the doubt. Never cursed one person that gave me information. And there was some interesting stuff I got. Some stuff that blew me away. And it's just makes me wonder why other people, when you try and help them, what they instinctively do is bash you. But now I realize it. They're scared. And the easiest way to hide fear is to become an aggressor. And I find that most people that were awoken were separated from people, being alone for a while, having time to think on your own. Because that was me for 3 years. Lived in this house by myself, shut off from the world probably on purpose. But I'll tell you this much. I would never hurt an animal. Not intentionally. Twice in my life I've had a cat run in front of my car and I ran over a cat. And I felt horrible. I remember the last one a couple of years back. Just driving my car, went down a street, cat went in front of me, ended up hitting it. I got out of the car and just pet that cat until he passed away. And I was so mad. And I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't see it. It ran in front of my car. But it still made me mad. And when I watched that video tonight, there was a rage inside me that I haven't felt in God knows how long. And I just wanted to curse God for that. And basically said I didn't want to be a part of it. Because if there's a God out there that allows people to do that to helpless creatures, you know what? If we're made to suffer, then so be it. Let us suffer. If we're meant to be destroyed and kill each other and hate each other and suffer for it because we don't read a book, and if we were cast with original sin, whose fault is that? It's like Frankenstein's monster. Is it the monster's fault he was created? Or is it the creator's fault? And I questioned it a lot tonight. I'm like, you know what? If I have to go to hell or whatever there is, oblivion or nothingness or God knows what, you know what? I'll accept that. But to allow things to happen to animals that put their trust in you, especially like cats and dogs and domesticated animals that put their trust in you, and to do that to them, I'll tell you this much, I don't care if I saw a person 10 times my size. If I was right there watching them do it, I would take away every religious aspect of my mind and I would kill that son of a bitch and let him know what it feels like to feel that pain. That's how much it angers me. And the people who want to stay asleep, you know what? There's no help for you. You're not ready because you're in denial. And if you're going to get angry and hate people like me and other people out there because they want to help you, how arrogant are you? And I feel the pain for all the people out there that try and send a message and nothing gets done. That's my cat, by the way. That cat was I found on Mother's Day of last year. I went down in the basement, and there was a little kitten in a box. Could have easily gave it away, thrown it away, let it stay there. Took it out and saved it. Because that's what you do. That's what you do. You don't hurt animals. I don't care if it's fun, or it's cool, or it's easy. That cat will walk right up to me, and I could easily, if I was some cruel son of a bitch, do something to it. I could never. I'd hurt myself before I hurt an animal. But I think I get it now why some people just don't want to wake, and they get angry. Because they're afraid to face themselves, and they're scared. And when you're scared, you show aggression. And I think that makes you more of a coward. They'll never thank you. They'll never help you. They're probably ones that would do something to an animal because they think it's funny. But all I know is I hope there is karma in this world, and I hope for people that do the wrong thing, I hope it comes back to you tenfold if you think it's fun. And all these politicians out there that lie, and this Bilderberg meeting of all these elites and everything, let them have the countries in the world if they want it. I hope they burn in hell for it. And if I have to be there with them because I didn't do everything perfect, so be it. But at least I know I couldn't do what some of these people do. So I'm gonna... Give me a cat. Come here. Come here. Yeah, he doesn't want to be held. I'm gonna keep this channel, even if people don't want to really make it into something that I thought it could be. I made a video about the Bilderberg and said, you know, make it go viral. 80 views is far from viral. But at least I know I have the satisfaction that I care. I'm trying to send the message, and as you can see, I can keep it real, because I'm not afraid of this. I've lost all my fear. I don't care what happens to me. You know what? They can beat me down, but they will never take the fact away that I tried to do the right thing. So that makes me feel good, and actually I feel a little bit better talking about this right now. And it angered me so much. But that's what happens when you're real. And anybody want to call me a coward? You know what? Do this. If they want to call me weak, let me know. I will give you my address, and you can come here and say it to my face. If you do it on a computer, you're more of a coward than I could ever be on my worst day. Because I'm proud of this. It means I feel. And the people out there that are truthers like me, and you feel horrible because somebody made you feel that way, just remember, they're jealous of you. Because you're awake. You've accepted the gift of knowledge. You've learned to see through the haze and the fog. I have a lot of mixed emotions tonight, as you can see. And this video I'm doing is solely for me. If anybody gets any enjoyment or enlightenment from it, then God bless you. If those who want to hate it and give the typical thumbs down like I get on every video because some people just have nothing better to do with their life, you think I care about that? Please. If the greatest achievement in your day is you click the thumbs down button, you're an idiot. And you're nobody I'm afraid of. I'm here for the people who give a crap. And you know what? So far, I have one person that made a video, and I have another one on the way. And that's fine. If that's as far as it goes, I've impacted 2 people. To me, that's an achievement. Even if they don't believe a word I say. If they want to be a part of something, I'll allow it. And I'll allow anybody who wants to stand up and step up to the plate and want to be a part of this. But I care about everybody, and if you see anybody do that to an animal, you know what? Give them what's coming to them. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry this is not one of my best